Good morning, boys and girls. Let's go over our math lesson for today, Thursday, April 23rd. And today, boys and girls, we're talking about squares. So we all know what a square looks like, but let's first see what makes a square a square. So I have a square here, and we know that a square has how many sides? Count the sides with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold up 4 fingers. A square has 4 sides, and all 4 sides are the same. They are all the same length, which makes the square look like a nice box. This is another shape that has 4 sides, but it is not a square. The sides are not the same. Take a look. This side is so much shorter than this side. So this is a rectangle. We'll talk about this another day. But even though it has 4 sides, it's not a square because they're not even like the green one is. Okay? So the first thing you're going to do is open to page 365. If you have shape flashcards or little cutout shapes, this is the time that we're going to use them. And we have we have a chart split into 2. We have squares and not squares. So let's sort our shapes into squares and not squares. Let's take a look. We'll start with the first one that I just showed you. This green one. Square or not a square? What do you think? Definitely a square. 4 sides, they're all the same. I'm going to stick that right here. Let's take a look at this guy. Square or not a square? Not a square. It doesn't have 4 sides. So I'm going to put him on this side. What about, let's do this one. What about this guy? Square or not a square? Nope, not a square. We don't have 4 even sides. Let's try this one. Square or not a square? I see 4 sides. They look pretty even. I'm going to say that's a square. How about this one? It's an easy one. Square or not a square? No, that's a circle. We learned that a couple of days ago. Not a square. How about this little guy? Square or not a square? 4 sides. They look pretty even. Square. Okay, so do this with your shapes. Sort them into square and not a square. Awesome work. Let's turn to page 366. And on this page, boys and girls, you are going to put an X over the squares. Squares only. 4 even sides. Use your spy eyes. But if it has 4 even sides, put an X over your square. Then we're going to come to page 367. We have another lucky person on the beach. One day we'll get there, I know. Color all of the squares. Don't color anything else, but color all of the squares any color you choose. Okay? And turning to our last math page for today, 368. Take a look at the top. We need to put an X over this square. There is 1 square, 4 even sides. And actually, boys and girls, if you think that there's 2 squares, I would say for now that that would be correct, because there are 2 shapes that have 4 even sides. So take a close look. And then in the bottom, in this big space, draw any picture that you can imagine, anything you can think of, but using only squares. What is something you can make using only squares? Go ahead, use your imagination, and draw that here. All right? Awesome, awesome job. Tomorrow we will talk more about what makes a square, but you guys are on a roll. Great job, guys. I'll see you so soon. Bye-bye.